Hi, my name is Cameron Zimick, and I'm going to share a little bit about my story of how I became a teen Beachbody coach. I grew up in a little town in Oregon called Lebanon. My parents moved there when they were younger, and there my dad's family started a little feed and supply store there and ran that for a long time. And I grew up my whole life in that town and started working there when I was little, doing like cashier work and learning numbers and whatnot. And at about age 5, since my dad had grown up in Canada, I started playing roller hockey at the local roller hockey rink. And from a young age, I really thought that I was going to be a professional hockey player, which in that small town, there wasn't even an ice hockey rink. There wasn't a lot of, the population was pretty small, like less than, I think at that time, like probably around 10 or 15,000 people. So not a lot. It was a pretty big dream, but as a kid and whatnot, that's what I really wanted to do with my life, and got pretty good at it. We traveled around doing roller hockey tournaments all over the state in Oregon, and when I was 12, we started, or I started playing ice hockey down in Eugene, another town in Oregon, and started traveling more for hockey that way, like into Canada, Washington, Idaho, California, sometimes Montana, all over for that, and was getting better and playing better competition. And I believe at like age 16, 17, I started playing a higher level competition, and from what I was used to, and it was kind of a wake up call for me. It was a level I wasn't used to, and I was kind of struggling at first. I'm a smaller guy, and playing against bigger guys. And I was first time in my life, my hockey career, I was scared, honestly. Not so much of getting hurt, but of just the competition and doubting myself for sure. So that first year was pretty scary and pretty eye opening. And the next summer, I went to a couple hockey camps. I got invited to go play for a team up in Canada, which I moved up there and played for them for a very short time, and missed home, missed my family and friends and my girlfriend at the time, and moved back down to Eugene and played for a junior team down there. And I had a pretty decent year. Our team had a really good year. We went pretty far in the championship. One heartbreaking loss away in Montana from going to the national championship. And that year and a year when I was 12 playing Pee Wee in Eugene was probably the best year teammate wise I had, the most fun I had playing. But it got to a point of where it was such a grind all year long, of trying to stay in shape, and if you weren't committed to going to hockey camps all over the country, to try to better yourself and playing better competition, especially being a kid from Oregon, it was really hard to get your name out there and get on better teams. And it was just kind of a whirlwind of stuff that came about after that year. Like most young, dumb people, the girlfriend I had at the time, I thought I was going to marry her. So that played in a part of me quitting. I had a back injury I sustained a few years earlier that was giving me quite a bit of problems. And then, like I said, just the grind of training and playing all the time took its toll, and I decided to give it up. Just sad. It was pretty much my whole life up to that point. And looking back on it now, I wish I wouldn't have quit, but I wouldn't be here talking to you right now if I didn't. So I'm glad for that sense. And so after I quit, I started working for my parents at the feed store full time. I was thinking about buying a house at like age 20 with the girl I was dating at the time, and we became engaged. And then just life took a little sidetrack whirlwind, of falling in a rut for a long time. One of the cool things I took up, is I'd been doing it since I was a little kid, was riding motocross, but I decided to race, or replace my adrenaline rush of hockey with motocross. So I started doing that, and that was a good outlet for kind of doing something competitive again. I wasn't professional near that level at all, but it was something fun to do, and a lot of my friends and stuff rode, so that was good. And um, my relationship at the time was kind of falling apart with my then fiance. I moved to Colorado to try to fix things. That was a bad idea, moving all the way across there. And it didn't work out, which I'm glad. I'm glad it didn't, because I would have been even more miserable than I was. But I around this time I started working at a gym and started doing personal training, or training to be a personal trainer, and I loved it. I loved that sense of it, and it was fun. And then I made the choice to move to Colorado to try to fix my relationship, and it didn't work out. And then I kind of fell off the fitness bandwagon in myself and that career path, for sure. I knew it was something I could do and sustain and love, but I didn't really focus on that too much. And I started working at Dick's Sporting Goods. A lot of people know that it's a big chain sporting goods store, and I met a lot of really awesome people there. Some really good friends. I'm still friends with a lot of them today. But I didn't like the corporate structure, for sure. Like, it was a grind. I was struggling to pay bills. It was tough. Like, supposed to have 40 hours a week working for somebody, and sometimes it'd be 22, and I'd be like, hey, I need this money. Like, what's going on? You said I had this 40 hours, and it was all corporate stuff. Oh, we had to cut hours, or it's a slow season, or whatever. And I was dependent on that money, and it just wasn't working out. And it sucked. And I knew I had to do something, but at that point in my life, I wasn't ready to commit and put in the effort. I was waiting for something to fall in my lap. And around the same time I started working at Dick's, I met a girl who's now my wife. And at that point, I was coming out of that bad relationship and wasn't really, what's the right way to put it? I wasn't really wanting, I guess, a long-term relationship, but I guess that's not what life had in store for me. We hit it off pretty well, developed a pretty good relationship right away. She was super cool. She got along with me. She let me be my crazy self of motocross and hockey and just being pretty wild. And at that point, she grew up in a small town as well. And we made the decision to move to Bend, Oregon, which I don't know if you know where Bend, Oregon's at, but it's in the central part of the state. It's gorgeous. We really wanted to move over here. The weather was amazing. It's usually always sunny. Mountains, rivers, hiking, lakes, great food, some pretty awesome people. So we made the choice to move over here 4 years ago. I transferred my Dick's Sporting Goods job. She didn't have a job. We lived in a tiny, like 500 square foot apartment, and it was a struggle at first. It took a while for her to find a job. I wasn't working that many hours at Dick's, and we went through a pretty rough patch when we first moved over here due to money stress and bills, like every other person or couple goes through. And living in that tiny confined space, sometimes you want to rip each other's heads off. But we made it through, and she was able to find a job. She started going to school to be a massage therapist. I found a new job working for a pet supply company, I guess is the best way to describe it. Something similar I grew up doing for my parents. So I had the experience. I have really good experience in retail, so I seem to flock to that. But so we did that. I got a new job. She got a new job. We moved into a bigger townhouse. Financial, we're doing a little bit better. Still was a little bit of a struggle, and the job I had 3 years into it, it just started getting bad. Right before the end, an awesome thing was Courtney. Her and I got married in August of last year, which was crazy. I mean, with all the relationship stuff I went through, my mom told you I could tell you how many times I said I'm never going to get married. I never want to date again, and life had a different course for me. I met Courtney, and it was an awesome decision for sure. So we're coming up on our first anniversary into August, which is pretty amazing. I didn't think I was going to be at this point in my life, but fast forward to a few months after we got married, and my current job was just bad. A lot of the people there were really negative. The environment there was just super toxic. Like, I was always in a bad mood. I was making decent money, but I was starting to realize like, yeah, what's making decent money if you just hate your life and hate your job and you're depressed and negative all the time. And I'm a super hard worker and I was busting my ass all the time, and I couldn't stand working for someone that allowed other people to just half-ass it all the time, skirt through the cracks, not put in the same effort I was doing and getting away with stuff, and it was pissing me off, honestly, and I was super negative, and it was affecting my home life, it was affecting my personal life for working out, just way off track, like not eating healthy, just in a very bad place, and it kind of came to a point um, in the holidays when I had a relative pass away. I couldn't go to the funeral because I couldn't take off time from work because of the holiday season. I had to work the day before Christmas, the day after, and I was just like, this is stupid. Like, I've always looked at people that have worked their life away and then try to retire, and they were miserable for 50, 60 years, just working all the time, doing something they didn't love, and were miserable. And I looked at that, and all that stuff came to a head. And it was a perfect time in my life when I realized, like, I need to change this. I don't want to work for anybody else anymore. I want to work for myself. I want to do something I love. I want to get back to helping people. I want to be happy to go to work. I want to be happy waking up every day. I want to work on myself again. I want to get the best shape of my life. And in January, I had a neighbor here where we live who was a Beachbody coach. And when she first came to me of saying, you should coach, because she kind of knew my fitness background, she thought it would be good. I put up the like, whoa, I've heard of that. I don't want to be a salesman. I don't want to do that. It's not my thing. And she's like, okay, whatever. Like, just follow me. And I reached out to her after Christmas. I was like, okay, I'm ready. It's time. I need to make a change. And signed up in January. I set a lot of goals. I wanted to talk to a lot of people about the workouts I can now provide to people. I had my background in fitness nutrition. When I worked at the gym and personal training, so I had that aspect, and I really wanted to get back to helping people, and I didn't focus on the money at all. I just put that to the side. I was like, I don't care about the money, how much I make. I just want to be genuine with people and reach out to them and go, I'm on a journey to get my life back on track. I want you guys to come with me, and I want to help you get in better shape yourself. And I went all in. I woke up probably like 6 a.m. every day. I started training for a half marathon, so I'd run in the snow in the dark with the headlamp on my head. I would talk to as many people as possible every day just while I was at work. Like, let me help you. I have these awesome programs. It's changing my life. You can work out in-home. It's really for anyone who's busy, can't afford a gym, can't afford a trainer. Trust me, I know I was a trainer. It's expensive. These programs are affordable. They work. You can do it in-home on your own time. Most of them are half hour a day. You get me as your coach. Motivation. I was super motivated, and January was a great month. It blew up for me. A lot of people joined my programs. I got super pumped up to be helping all these people change their lives. A lot of motivation from people messaging me and wanting to join and saying how much I've been able to help them. And I made a goal. I was like, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm destined to do. I hated working 40, 50 hours a week for somebody else. I hated having a set schedule. I hated working my ass off and not getting the recognition or seeing other people not work their ass off. I hated the negative work environment, the toxic environment. I'm like, I'm done. May 1st, I set a pretty big goal without knowing if I could do it or not. I'm like, I'm going to quit my job. And not knowing at the time with this type of business that's pretty rare. You don't just quit your job in like 4 or 5 months, but I had no idea. I just wanted to work my ass off and achieve it. And I went all in, busted my ass through February, reaching out, connecting with people, working on myself, doing personal development like you wouldn't believe, reading motivational books, believing in myself, getting rid of the negativity in my life, surrounding myself with positive people, other coaches, people that wanted my help. Just my inner circle and the motivation was insane. And May 1st, I was able to quit, cut the ties, no longer work for anybody else, and living my life on my own, life by design, full-time lifestyle and fitness coach through Team Beachbody. And if you would have told me a year ago today, I would have laughed in your face. I would have been like, that's a scam. That's stupid. No one's going to want to do that. You can't make money that way. You can't have a career that way. You need to just do a regular job. But I can't stress to you enough how amazing this opportunity has been for me, for where I'm getting to go, where I'm going to be going. My wife and I are leaving in 4 days to go to Nashville to do a big coach summit, which is like a 3-day long event of other top coaches in the company for training, seminars, learning more about health and fitness, learning more about helping people, doing live celebrity workouts, and that's pretty awesome. Like, we get to travel for our job. We have pretty big goals for ourselves and where we want to go. She's coaching too. We have a lot of awesome coaches on our team that want to help more people, and we're just trying to get ourselves out there. And I just, it's pretty wild. I'm doing this video sharing where I've come from, where I'm going. We want to live in Hawaii for part of the year, move there possibly, and that would have never been possible at that other job. We wouldn't have been making enough money. We wouldn't have been able to transfer that job, but now we can work from anywhere. I just need a phone and a laptop, and we can help a bunch of people, and it's been super successful. I love connecting with people. I love hearing their story. I love sharing my story, and I'm super genuine. I love helping people, and there's no better feeling in the world waking up in the morning and having messages from people saying, "You helped me change my life. I feel so much better. I feel more confident. I'm healthier. I'm off my medication. I've never been able to do push-ups before. I can do a pull-up now." That kind of stuff is super rewarding, and you can't get that anywhere else. And you get to build a team and a family and friends that you get to wake up to and connect with every day and help people change their lives. And it's awesome. So take it from me, of no matter how dark a place you are in, you can climb out of there. Sometimes you need the help of other people to pull you out, but I was in a place 6-7 months ago that I didn't like. I knew if I didn't change, I was going to be on a bad way for a long time, and I got out of there. I'm still young. I'm 3 weeks away from my 28th birthday. I'm in the best shape I've been in years, which is crazy. I'm only going to keep getting better and better, working on myself first, and then sharing that with everyone who I talk to, and anything's possible. I was waiting for a long time for something to fall in my lap, and it technically fell in my lap, but nothing was handed to me. I had to take those tools, put in the hard work, believe in it. And it was a struggle. There was tough days, tough weeks. Trust me, when self-doubt creeps in your head, like, is this possible? Can I do it? But I pushed through those barriers, and I saw a better life for myself. And now I'm my own boss. I don't have a set schedule. I can work from home. I do all my workouts at home. I get to go outside. I get to see more friends and family. We're getting to travel. We're working towards our ultimate goals, and that would not have been possible without Beachbody. And I can't thank Carl enough for creating this awesome company. I can't thank Lauren enough for finding me and reaching out to me about this coaching opportunity. And I can't thank all of you watching this who have done the programs, who are going to be doing the programs in the future, who are coaching with me. We're really trying to change the world, and it's not a scam. It's not salesy. It's America especially is super unhealthy, and we all want to better our lives and better the lives of other people by learning how to eat properly, fueling our bodies the right way, working out, putting in the work, being positive, doing personal development, and literally changing your life. So I hope you take something away from this video. I hope I see some of your videos of how you're going to change your life and attack your life. It can be done, for sure. It's a lot of hard work, a lot of personal development that you have to go through and do, but it is possible. So reach out to me if you want to learn more about this opportunity, how you can change your life, how you can help others change their life. Reach out to me. I love talking to people. But that's my story, and this is just a small part. This is the beginning. It's going to be crazy where I'm going to be at in another year or two from now. So hope you all have a great day. Thanks for listening to my story. Until next time.